Hey, how's it going, guys? Dalton here with another video on the YouTube channel, and in today's Red Dead Redemption, we're going to be breaking down the trailer, going over some of the new graphics that Rockstar Games have introduced with the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4, and we're also going to be breaking down the whole trailer, going over the new graphics versus the old graphics, and comparing the 2010 version of the 2023 version of Red Dead Redemption when Rockstar Games actually released that Red Dead Redemption was actually going to be arriving on the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. And a lot of fans were actually not that thrilled with what Rockstar Games had to come up with, because a lot of us were expecting some kind of remastered coming to the game, but instead we only got the same version just on a newer console. So a lot of fans were pretty pissed at Rockstar Games for that, but I can only imagine kind of just to see what the layout is going to be and how good the graphics are going to be for this game as well. Like, are they going to be in 4K? Is it going to be normal graphics? We're going to be diving into that trailer to show you guys the comparison and kind of see what Rockstar Games has to offer with this newer generation console game, Red Dead Redemption, coming on PS4 and Nintendo Switch. Alright, so as we go over the trailer, I got it in slow motion so we don't miss anything. We're just going to kind of point out the details and what everything has changed to this new version of Red Dead Redemption. And like I said, it's not a remastered or a remake. It's just the graphics are going to at least be in 4K. So Rockstar Games Presents, hopefully we'll be able to actually put it in 180p and see how the graphics look. And they don't look that great still. Like, it's still the oldest game. You guys can clearly see what the older graphics look like this Javier and John post where John is bringing Javier to the El Presidio prison. You can see that those were the old graphics. The gun smoke and the gunshots just kind of look like the normal game. So some of the graphics just look from like old school, but the same. You can definitely tell some difference in the graphics here. Like, this one is the older version, like the Xbox 360 edition, where John Marston's riding somewhere near Mexico. This shot right here is definitely from the Nintendo Switch and PS4. You can just kind of see the difference in different gameplay graphics. We'll be going over some screenshots of what the difference are too, but we're going to be breaking down the trailer. So this is where John Marston actually fights one of the enemies with Landon Ricketts. You can see some of the gunshots. The gunfire looks about the same. I think Rockstar Games did go for a different approach with the gunfire and how that ultimately is going to turn out with the gun smoke. But like I said, there's not much to this trailer. It just kind of gives you a description of a 2023 version of what Red Dead Redemption is ultimately going to look like. You guys can see this is definitely from the older game. You can actually see that the moon and stars, the graphics are actually pretty good in this one. The gun smoke with Marshall actually shooting a gun, and the Blackwater soldiers. This is an older screenshot from 2010. So like I said, it's not bad, but the graphics could have been pretty cool. I know a lot of us have been expecting a remake, and we're all kind of excited to see what 4K would look like with graphics as well, but I don't think we're going to be getting that in this time. So unfortunately, we're not even getting multiplayer. Like, Rockstar Games has not introduced any multiplayer. They only introduced the Undead Nightmare stuff. So you can see with John Marston firing the cannon, you can just see how bad the smoke is there. Just not the greatest. This is an older shot right here. This is a newer shot. You can see the thunder and storms. Rockstar Games did kind of change that a little bit. But other than that, I really don't see anything too interesting in this gameplay footage. But I am excited to see the newer games on those generation consoles. But once again, I'm just not thrilled with not a remake or something like that. I'm sure a lot of you guys are thinking the same thing. But like I said, here you can see John Marston getting ready to shoot Javier Escuela and Dutch. You can clearly see this is a different screenshot because the graphics are kind of old, but they look like they've been updated. So that's definitely coming very, very soon. And Rockstar Games presents Red Dead Redemption August 17th, when that's going to all be coming. So just in a few short days. Right here, this screenshot is basically where John Marston turns into a zombie, and then they basically go on to say Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare also included in this. I'm also going to be showing you guys some official screenshots of that trailer. You can see this is definitely new. You can actually tell the graphics has actually been improved. This was the Mexican train robbery with Abraham Reyes, where John Marston goes on a raid, and you can clearly see the mountainsides and the hillsides. The graphics do look like they are actually in 4K, so there are some nice goings and transfers here with the sunset and this screenshot right here of the horse. You guys can definitely see there are some details that Rockstar Games have actually improved. So some of these screenshots do actually look pretty cool and great, so I cannot wait to see what that's going to be like. But this is where John Marston's basically riding around. This is a screenshot from him leaving Armadillo. John Marston's basically standing there walking away. They got this screenshot here, and this is a new one because you can definitely tell the sky is different with 4K graphics. You can definitely tell the sand and the character is a little bit more clear. So like I said, I don't think it's going to be a huge big deal for this game, but it will be nice to play it on an older a new generation console. And I think the most thing about this is the graphics have definitely updated from 2010 graphics to the modern 2023 update graphics. You can see this picture with Uncle here. This would be a horrible ending here. I'm gonna tell you guys something. When I first played this game, when Uncle and John were actually looking at those horses at the Beecher's Hope, this screenshot was horrible in 2010. Like, just see the difference compared to what it is in 2023. You can see how clear it is, how easy you can see John and Uncle, the sky and the trees back there. Back then, those were really blurry and horrible. So that was pretty cool screenshot right there. That's definitely have changed. This screenshot is where John Marston basically saves a girl. That screenshot is definitely well 4K upgraded. This one right here is basically John Marston leaving Mexico. This is definitely a new one. And you guys can see the sand, the sun, even the clouds look incredible. So this one right here was probably by far my favorite. I think Rockstar Games was actually going for a more graphics upgrade here. And this is where John Marston and Bonnie meet at McFarlane's ranch. This screenshot can almost look like a romance novel between them. You guys can kind of see how clear this one is too. So like I said, I think some of these would definitely look a lot better in detail in the real game. And of course, we got some screenshots from the Undead Nightmare series. This one just definitely looks a lot clearer and kind of shows you what the remake and what the graphics are going to look like for the PS4 and Nintendo Switch. This one with Seth, you can see this screenshot right here is definitely new, and you got the rated maturity logo there for the end of the trailer. So lots of cool screenshots that Rockstar Games did add, but still would have been nice to see a remake of the game, that's for sure. The only thing I still really have to talk about is the online multiplayer. As I stated before, there is going to be no multiplayer game. And I don't know if you guys could kind of see the fact here, because the Red Dead Redemption original multiplayer game was like a ghost town back then in those previous years. But can you imagine having the Red Dead Redemption series online multiplayer mode be full of players again? That would be so cool, but unfortunately Rockstar Games did not mention anything about the online multiplayer. We're not getting that this time around. So I wonder why they decided to do this, if they're maybe going to add it in the future. But as of now, we know that we're not going to be getting a multiplayer game. Kind of like GTA 4, how all of a sudden that went to dead multiplayer, and then all of a sudden everybody was playing it back in 2020. So I kind of want to see Red Dead Redemption be the same way multiplayer, having everybody run around the world again of that. But unfortunately, Rockstar Games just didn't add a multiplayer game. So that won't be coming. Just wanted to add that so you guys aren't like excited thinking that the multiplayer series is going to come back. That's unfortunately not available. Maybe in the future Rockstar Games will actually bring that game multiplayer series back, but maybe they just think it's not popular anymore, or maybe they just think nobody would play it. Who really knows with Rockstar Games? But I have to say, I am really very disappointed with them not giving us a remake or a remastered version of the game. I'm kind of cool with some of the screenshots, and at least they updated the graphics, so I guess we have something to go through. But not really, I feel like I'm not really that satisfied with the upcoming Red Dead Redemption. But you guys can let me know in the comments down below. Love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. But anyway, guys, that is all the information I got for you guys on this video today. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget to hit a like and subscribe for more daily awesome videos, such as GTA 5 videos, all the upcoming Red Dead Redemption, GTA 6, and Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing on my channel. Subscribe for more of those. Like I said, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys all later on the next video.